going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video. A couple of months ago, I made a video where I was showing that I was staying here in Lamson Hotel, right next to Mall of Asia, and I managed to film the Bay City area around here. But this time I'm gonna walk towards the other side, which I think is part of ASEANA City, bordering with Parqal. They also have like a couple of things over there, like Parqal Mall. They got Dream World, so probably gonna be a long of a walk, but I'm gonna walk and try to film over that area. So without further ado, join me. As you see over here, this is Mall of Asia, the biggest mall in the Philippines and one of the largest malls in the whole world. Literally like a city indoors. Here's the Bay Area, and the weather is actually beautiful, like in the high 70s, you know. I think January is a very good month to come to the Philippines because much more chill. The weather's actually great, you know, because summers can be very hot and humid, but right now it's a perfect type of weather. Also, another thing, I never walked this whole side of Mall of Asia. I always walk the other side. So just gonna walk around here. I know there should be a church on the other side of this mall, and then there should be a bridge that will take me to ASEANA. So I think I'm in for a treat, for a good walk. The weather's pretty perfect, so not gonna complain. This is part of Mall of Asia, but you know, I filmed this mall multiple times, so I'm not gonna walk inside the mall. I just wanna show you the new area, which I don't think there's much going on, but you're probably gonna see like bunch of developments happening in the district. Like I say, all over Metro Manila is literally like a playground of developments. Like they're building buildings, skyscrapers all over. The thing is, in this area, the buildings are not tall because we're literally near the airport. So you know, near the airport, you can't really build like tall high-rise buildings. This is the first time I'm in this part of the mall. And I did hear that Manila had a Hard Rock Cafe, but I had no idea where it was, and I just discovered it's right here ahead of me. Now, I'm not sure how old it is, but I can literally see it. It looks like a modern building, because the thing is, I'm always staying like in this side over here. But it's actually the first time that I'm right here ahead of me, so something new for me, but I'm gonna keep walking ahead to see what can I find. Shout out, shout out, yo! Friendly people out there, yo. It's the Philippines for you, you know. And here you got the Ferris wheel. I did that when I was in Montreal in Canada. They got one right here in the heart of Manila. Man, this over here is a famous Hard Rock Cafe. So it's literally the first time I see it in person. Then the Conrad, I think it's like a hotel. Oh, it's actually in my direction across. So like I say, this is all part of the Mall of Asia. It's not just a mall, it's like a city center. They have a business district out here. I ain't gonna lie, this building literally looks like a cruise ship. And then this is part of the mall, and it connects you over this side. I think this is where the convention center is. And of course, you got Conrad over here in the Hard Rock Cafe and the Esquinita. I'm gonna walk towards the other way, that should be where it would take me towards the Parqal area. A lot of tourists today, they bring the buses where they bring, I think it's mostly the teenagers that was saying hi to me earlier. They probably bring them in those buses. But yeah, like I said, I've been many times to Mall of Asia, but I've never been in this side of the mall. And I'm not sure if it's this street or the other street, they have even a church. Today, due to it being a Saturday, you see a lot of crowds. Then over here to my left is IKEA, which is actually the biggest IKEA in the whole world. Like, it'll take you forever to explore the entire store. I think they have like a lot of quinceañeras here, maybe like a wedding, because I see people literally dress up nicely out here. So, and a lot of the guys are literally wearing the baron. So yeah, maybe there is some events. I forgot that this is literally the convention center to my right. So that explains why there's a lot of people. But I want to show you like the church that's over here. I discovered that like a couple of months ago that they had a church over here. So you see, like I say, it's mostly a Christian nation or Catholic. So a lot of people, even if you go like towards where the malls are, you know, there's church over here. And if I make a left, I should be making it towards the other side that I want to film. I'm getting distracted with the mall over here. Over here is a big church. Some of the modern buildings right here. Now I'm passing the church or cathedral to my right. And then talking about the store IKEA, they literally opened up the second IKEA here in the Philippines. They opened it in Quezon City by Trinoma Mall. But this one over here is like the biggest, not only in the Philippines, but in the entire world. So now I'm just gonna walk ahead, because I never walk on this side, and I'm gonna make it towards the other side I wanna film, which is ASEANA. So, oh, even here they got a pick up coffee with a lot of cool things going on. So like I say, you get distracted all over because there's so much things to see Saturday, so you expect it to be a little bit busy out here. And then ahead of me is the Coliseum that Mall of Asia has. Like I say, it's not just a mall. They have amusement parks, they have the Bay, a convention center, a huge Coliseum where you can play basketball, you can bring concert. A lot of celebrities, they came and they perform out here, so pretty interesting. That's something that you don't get like any other place that you go. And this is the Coliseum, SM Mall of Asia. And over there's like a lot of condos. I covered that the last time I was out here. You guys can check out that video. Now I'm gonna cross towards the other side and see what developments is happening over there. Here you can see how they're developing, even though it's not too densely like the other side, but little by little, they're building, buildings. But this area here is a little bit more spread out. This is the canal, So I think I'm literally entering like the borderline of Pasay and Baclaran, which I also did a pop-up video for Baclaran too, like almost a year ago. But yeah, a lot of people, they usually don't walk around this area, but this area here is like spread out and isolated. They got a couple of shopping centers, and then they got literally like Parqal in the other side. So ASEANA City right there. So I'll literally give you the welcome. I'm not sure how clear you can see it, but it says ASEANA City. So it's still not much going on. This is just an area that's going through some heavy developments, but it got a lot of like high-end hotels, casinos. So in a couple of years, there's gonna be a lot happening here. Well, I see some dust ahead of me, so it's probably gonna be sprinkling in my face, but and this is one of the attractions, Parqal Mall. I did film there, like I said, almost a year ago, but I wanna see what's ahead of me. They also got Solair Hotel. They're just opening another Solair by EDSA, by Quezon City, literally before you enter Trinoma and SM North. So like I say, you can see the buildings behind me. So like I say, a lot of districts here, I think they'll be much better to cover in a couple of years because it's still on the process of being built. Like the previous video I filmed here was where the Victor statue was. And like I said, there's not really much going on. It's just the Opus Mall. But like I say, probably in a couple of years, they're gonna build another high-rise buildings. But yeah, I'm gonna walk more forward. Because like I say, the buildings here, they're designed like pretty much like Western standards. Then over here you see Solair, all of this building. So I guess this also like a resort, kind of like Okada, like not just a hotel, but like you could walk around. And then I think Dream World is like on the other side. Oh, that's literally a basketball court right there. But I would have to walk all the way here just to simply cross the street. I think that's the only downside of walking around here. Hey, I'm not blaming anybody. I got myself into this situation of walking here, so let's do it. Then I think this is an easy access to get towards Naiya, the airport. It's not too far. But ahead of me, I see some beautiful developments going on, so I'll make it towards that way in a bit. Also, if you keep walking towards the other side, it'll take you to the LRT. They did an extension of the LRT line. I think it's a 1. And then you go in the other side, it's like the older part of Baclaran and Baclaran Market, where they got a lot of products underneath the bridge. I did a video there a while ago, so yeah, I can literally see Dream World from right here. Here you see an empty lot, but more action over that way. And this is one of the Ayala malls that I got over here. And then Dream World is over that way. I guess it's kind of similar like Newport area and Okada. Of course they got a couple of hotels, but you could walk around the resort. And they got like fancy malls, they got like casinos, so I'm gonna see if I can get inside and walk and explore around there a little bit. Then in front of me, I can see the airplanes taking off because the airport is not too far from here. And then some of these buildings, I think they were not here the last time I came. Like they develop it pretty fast, mostly condo units. So it seems like this area is gonna connect with the other side of Bay City where Mall of Asia is. So yeah, literally, I think the entire Metro Manila is gonna be pretty interesting in a couple of years, maybe in a decade. Not too many people walking, and probably the only foreigner walking out here. It's all good. So the new condos is happening over here. Like I say, the buildings are not tall, but they have a beautiful design, and the streets are well paved. They even have a bike lane, pretty organized. Oh, I could have crossed that way. I think I feel safer crossing towards the other side where City of Dreams is. And this area here is giving me vibes like if I'm back in Taiwan with the wide sidewalks like this, but in another area that you could walk underneath a ceiling just in case if you get a typhoon, rain, etc., or hot weather. So it kind of gives me that vibe. Then I see Ayala Malls right here. This is Manila Bay. I've never been inside, you know, but it's probably like many of the regular malls, but then the City of Dreams is right here. And they got a couple of attractions. In the inside, little by little, I'll see how they develop like a city right next to Parqal Mall. So let's see if I can make it towards the City of Dreams. Gotta tell you, I'm really loving the weather. I've checked it, 82 degrees. With the index, it feels like 86, but that's pretty comfortable comparing like in April or the season where it's over 100 degrees out here. And the humidity is not too bad though. Like I've walked a decent amount and I'm literally feeling good. So here's where it's gonna get pretty interesting. Now let me see if I can get inside City of Dreams, walk around and film a little bit. This is it, a nice architecture that they got in. It says pretty giant. City of Dreams, I think in the nighttime it lifts up. Oh, there you got some bikers too. And I don't know, from a distance you can see the LRT and the airplane leaving Manila. And this is the famous City of Dreams. Oh, that's pretty huge. That must be the parking. And then I see more condos happening in the other side, but there's plenty of empty lots over here. So they're probably gonna build where you see the empty lots like to my left, and then you'll see a lot of business centers, more hotels, and a lot of activity going on right here. And this is it. It's like a futuristic design, and City of Dreams, Manila. You can enter either this side or the other side. So inside Dream Worlds, just like Okada, they have security. If you're driving your car with a K9 checking every single car that goes in. So yeah, pretty much like Okada and what's the other spot? Newport. So I'm just filming certain areas because you know there's casinos over here. So you know, anywhere you go, you cannot really film in the casino area, but pretty beautiful. And then they got restaurants. Mary Grace, which is one of my favorite Filipino joints. This here is the Shops Boulevard. So here's like a fancy mini mall. This over here is literally the overpassage. Look at the decorations on top. So dope, man. Very cool. So that was a little bit of Dream Worlds. Honestly, not really that big, like Newport area, even Okada, you know, but I just wanted to see it because I remember the first time they built this, I saw some images and it looked pretty cool, so I thought I would walk around here and cover it, but yeah, that's what it looks like. It's mostly like the casino, then they got the Nobu Hotel and Hyatt, so it's gonna continue my exploration around here. So this area in the Bay City, I think it's much more chiller than the northern side where MOA is. Obviously Mall of Asia is right there, so that might make sense where they got more condos, more people hanging out there, because that's where the main attraction is. But here's just like a little bit more secluded and private areas. You can hear the airplane because like I say, the airport is not far from here, so good location if you want to stay near the airport. But I think of all these casino areas that I've explored, my favorite one is Newport. Because it's big, it's like also like a mini downtown. They got a lot of hotels and a lot of places to see out there. You can see how busy it is. Wow, the EDSA Carousel bus passes here. So I guess you go here, then you transfer if you want to go all the way towards Quezon City area. So that's good to know. This here is Parqal Boulevard, and it goes all the way towards the other side that I filmed the last time. So this is like the other side that connects you towards that way. So little by little, they're developing the area more. There are some hotels across the street. I don't think this was here the last time I came. Then over here, you can see the condos, and then here they're gonna build more units. So little by little, it's taking shape. Then the famous Parqal Mall is out here. But it's mostly like an outdoor shopping center, but the design of the mall, it looks actually pretty cool. A lot of people, they talk about it. I've already walked inside, but I'm gonna give it another chance to see what is happening out here. And this area here, just like BGC, highly secure. Like you see marshals, police strapped with huge guns, some of them in their scooters patrolling the area, of course, because they got the hotels and casino and high-end areas right here. So I guess they're trying to do their best to maintain the area nice and safe. This is the mall that a lot of people, they talk about. Parqal, so like I say, it's just like an outdoor shopping area, but I guess the modern design makes it actually pretty cool. So this is it. It's just mostly an outdoor shopping center with restaurants, Probably stores, but I think they got more restaurants than stores. And most likely in the nighttime it probably lit up, so I guess it's literally like a happening spot over here in the Parqal area. So this shopping takes a couple of blocks around, and if you add to some areas, you can see some of the developments going on. So I'm probably gonna do that to see how much it has changed since the last time I came out here. And here you see the fountain. They already got the Chinese New Year decorations, and this, I don't know, like a mixture of airport and Coliseum at the same time. So pretty nice, you know, what they did out here. So now here I'm out in the mall, but I want to see this condo that they built right next to it. It's like apartments, and then on the first floor is gonna have business and restaurants all over here. So I think it's gonna be a happening spot. This is what you get, pretty nice condo units. Oh, they even got an empty lot here, but they're gonna build another spot here too. So, and the streets are well paved and pretty nice. And that's Ayala over there at the end. So it literally feels like if you're back in the West with the design of the shopping center and the well-paved roads. They even have like bike lanes out here. So that's very cool. That's like the other side of the mall. I'm gonna walk towards this way to see what can I find here. I think they have more units over this side. You know, little by little they're developing this area right here. Honestly, I don't remember this was here. Cass Ocean Palace. What is this? Gambling area or a Chinese restaurant? Not sure. Like I say, it's nothing crazy, but it's pretty cool to look at the mall, you know. And like I said, the weather is perfect, so I guess it's a pretty chill spot for you to hang out right here. The shopping center keeps going here. I spotted some cool areas on the other side, so I'm probably gonna do that later. Then ahead of me seems like they have a plaza right here. I don't remember if this was here the last time I came, but that's cool. I'm gonna check it out. So as you see, this is still part of the shopping center. And then over here's where they got like a outdoor plaza, which looks pretty cool. And they even have a church on the other side. So like I said, this shopping center takes a couple of blocks, you can see behind me. But I feel like it's pretty standard, you know, there's a pretty standard architecture. But I want to see some of the apartments that I spotted a little bit forward. I can see Mall of Asia right here, so now I'm just gonna merge towards my right to check out the other side. Here's a mini church. This is the same building. Cass Ocean Palace, and then over here, oh, they're playing racquetball. Bring my steps in here to play, and then the entrance of the mall. Look at the design. It looks like if you're back in the States, you know, the way how the buildings are set up. Then if I go a block here, so we're gonna spot a couple of buildings. So it seems like little by little, the closer you are to Mall of Asia, the more it's developed right here. And then probably little by little, they're gonna start working it towards the other way. So a lot of potential happening right here. Well, I know for sure, no matter where you go, a lot of teenagers hanging out around the malls, and they love their selfies or TikTok. Pretty common out here. Now I'm gonna check out what's happening in the other street. We got this accommodation here, Hop In. Probably a little bit on the affordable side, literally right next to the mall. Then right across the highway, they're building some developments over that way. I'm just gonna cross the street over here because I see like this golden building. M Grand Spa. Wonder what's inside there. Kind of looks like a casino, but I'm not sure. The way how it's designed, the way how it looks like fancy, but not much going on the inside. So in this area, just like I recorded in the other side where the condos are near MOA, if you go like in the first level, most of the restaurants that you're gonna see are Chinese restaurants. Because I think in this area lives a huge Chinese community, so that might explain why you see a lot of Chinese people, the restaurants out here. So I guess they mostly cater to that people, but anybody who loves Chinese food, they could come out here and eat. Oh, they even have like a car dealership here. I've never seen this car. Bid or Buy? BYD. Oh, looks like they're electric cars. Pretty modern and futuristic. Yeah, here in Asia, you see some cars that you don't see back in the States. And they're probably more affordable than you will get back home. Gonna make it over here to cross this side and then walk back. This is the other side of where I was walking towards my left side, so try to get a different type of angle. It's gonna get dark like in about 30 minutes. But I feel like in this season it gets dark a little bit later than usual in Metro or Manila. These are the condos I was showing you. They got a 7-Eleven out here. Some of the units. And this was the golden building that I was filming you. So it's mostly like a spa, but why would they need a big building just for a spa? That's my curiosity, so. And then down here, you know, tons of Chinese restaurants underneath. And the bank, China Bank. And this here, look like it's a Chinese supermarket. So they literally got it all down here. Look at this building. Not sure what it is, but look at the design. It has like an arch, like a Chinese arch design. Then at the other side is the other condo that I filmed a little bit earlier. Same design, you know, couple of units and multiple floors. Then in the first floor, couple of business happening around. Despite this being right next to Mall of Asia, it just feels like isolated, you know, like a different type of vibe. But like I say, maybe in a few years, the way how they're developing this area, maybe there's gonna be a lot of things happening out here. And it's connected with the LRT and the other side. I would take it straight into the heart of Manila. Then you can connect to MRT and the LRT too. That would take you towards Quezon City, a little bit of Marikina and Antipolo. You see this building. I do like the design. You probably cannot spot it, but if you look at the details close up, it kind of has like a semi-European vibe. Like the top, the arch and everything. Then the bottom of the floors. It's a parking unit here, but who knows, maybe they'll build up apartments or a hotel. A lot of potential I see in this area right here. And then I like how wide and spacious the sidewalks is. So hopefully in the future, all over the Philippines, they got wide and spacious sidewalks like this. Not sure how clear you can see it. There goes an airplane. It's actually Cebu Pacific. So not sure if it's flying to other countries or other areas of the Philippines, but Cebu Pacific goes international to multiple countries around Southeast Asia. And this over here is the other area that I filmed the last time. So this is all literally part of Bay City area, so pretty big. But like I said, like this area over here by the Mall of Asia is more developed than the area that I covered today. And this here is starting to begin to be Mall of Asia right by the canal. So it seems like they did a little cleanup with the canal right here. And then you can see the sphere of MOA ahead of me. We are back again where we started, the arena and the IKEA. Damn, IKEA actually looks bigger than the Mall of Asia arena. That's crazy, man. So it just proves you how massive this store is. I tried to walk the entire store and I couldn't cover it all. It was too big. Here they literally do the same thing they do in Madison Square Garden in New York. Like if you walk around the arena, you got people out there hanging out and they be like, extra tickets, like they got extra tickets. So, you know, maybe you can get it for an affordable price, but it happens in New York City too. So it's kind of bringing me back like that same vibe, like the same grind, the same hustle out here. You can see how they got all these condos over here. Like they say, not tall, because of the airport, the buildings cannot be tall, but they still look pretty nice and neat. This over here is a terminal where you could take the jeepneys all over, little vans to the mall. There goes another Cebu Pacific airplane right there. So crazy, right? And all the developments happening out here at Mall of Asia. This over here is a sphere. It's already lit up, but you can't really see it clearly. But in the nighttime, it's even better. It's like a neon lights display. And despite it not being too hot, it still gets a little humid if you walk for a long time. So what a better way to get inside the mall and cool off with some air conditioning. Like I say, it's not just a mall, they even have an outdoor plaza. Wow, they still got some light decoration. I know there's an overpass. I'm not sure if I can cross from the first floor, but gonna check it out. Video doesn't do justice, but I wanna give you an idea so you guys know how big the mall is. All the way towards that side, then it goes all the way towards the other side, towards the bay. It's literally like a city. Like I mentioned in some of my previous video, there was a guy who he did a comparison of Newport District in Jersey City, New Jersey, which is like a modern area, kind of like a mini BGC. And this mall with all the amenities is actually bigger in size than the whole Newport District. So that is insanity. They even had the mall decorated and outside. I don't know if you can see it clearly. So not only is a mall, but they also got like an outdoor area and an outdoor market. And they got it decorated with lights. I'm not sure they put this during the Christmas season, but they still got it on. So I'm gonna show you what's going on. So in the nighttime, it's actually pretty nice. And here you can have an idea what I'm talking about. Outdoor bazaar and everything out here. You never get bored in the Philippines. This is what you get, the lights. Yo, I don't know if you saw it, but a dude literally that is passing next to me is wearing like a jacket when it's like 80 degrees out there. That's insanity, man. You see, pretty nice and vibrant. You can see the lights, how they lit up. So a good place for the community to hang out. We got some music playing, so if you walk forward, maybe there's gonna be some fun activity going on. But yeah, it's always a vibe when I come out here to Mall of Asia. But I think I already see what I needed to see. Like I said, I've already filmed the mall multiple times. So I'm not gonna really focus on that. I just wanted to check out ASEANA City, and so far, still in Pampers, it's still being developed, but maybe in a couple of years I'll come back and do like an update video, what's going on over there. So I think I'm gonna start wrapping up my video, but there'll be more videos to come around here or in another country. So that was the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.